Hey, what's up guys? Joelman's here once again. It's been a minute. It's been the longest time since I've been on this channel. Something had to bring me back. There's been so much that's going on behind the scenes personally, and for that reason I've been a little bit away from my channel. But this is what brought me back to the channel, the Nikon ZR. As we all know, Nikon acquired Red, and this is what they came up with as first. And in fact, it is so good that I had to buy two of them. So I am not going to go over specs sheets today. It is purely just an unboxing. This is my first one that I received from Nikon themselves. I pre-ordered it from Nikon, and it arrived about 2 weeks ago. I've played a little bit with it. The UK weather is not favoring us, unfortunately. It's very dull, rainy, and grey sky, and so on and so forth. I have played around with it a little bit, and I loved it so much that I had to get a second one. So today, I am not going to talk about spec sheets. I am just going to do an unboxing so that we know what comes in the box when you purchase this camera new. So my second order was from Pro AV, and in fact it was my first order, pre-order as well, but it came late. So Nikon Netherlands delivered their first one quicker than expected, and then Pro AV also contacted me that my order is ready for dispatched, and I thought, why not? Because it is so good. So I kept it, and it was delivered a few days ago. So let's get rid of all this junk. I hope and wish that this was not included, but we're saving the planet somehow. So in fact, just before I carry on with the unboxing, the Nikon pre-order, you had £150 worth of accessories that you could pick for free, and you're still paying the £2,200 or £2,199 for the camera itself, including the £150 accessory. So I picked the hand grip, which was no brainer. I did not want to pick the full cage because I'm hoping and looking forward to other manufacturers making a better cage like Tilta usually does. So I'm waiting for that to come through and then perhaps pick one from there. This one, I chose the side handle, only the grip, just because I want to use it a lot more handheld for vertical shooting. And so to keep it very nimble, clean and light, this is what I've gone for. And then waiting for Tilta, as I said, to release their version of the cage, and then I'll slap on a full version or full cage on the second Nikon. So that's the box. This junk can go right back in here. So this is what you get as a box from Nikon. Very, very simple, nothing spectacular, regular box, just as usual. When you open it, the first thing you'll see is a USB-C to C cable, and then a whole lot of more documentations, instruction manual in various different languages, and warranties. This could have also been done in just one sheet or one book. What we've got here is a battery. In fact, talking about battery, so I picked up the three items I picked up, which were free up to £150, was, as I said, the grip, a spare battery, and then also a charger, a charging brick that charges, I believe it's 99 watt charger. You get a strap, which we'll never use. In fact, it will be good for the single handheld version. And then nothing else in the box. Put the box aside, and then we can have a look at the camera itself. Obviously, I know how the camera looks like because I've got one right here. So this is what you get out of the box. It's very nice, very thin, very low profile, very, very interesting to look at and to operate. So as you see with the side handle, you get a bit more of a grip to hold on to. But if it wasn't for simplicity, I would have just used it like this, because it's still a bit grippy because of the indent that's been created here. I know people are complaining about not having a bulky grip and stuff like that, but it is good to have something different. In fact, when you hold this, this looks exactly as the Sony ZV-E1, just a tad bigger with obviously the bigger screen. And I don't think that this was made for people who are looking for photography grips and people who are looking for a full-on kitting up camera. This is meant to give you the R3D raw footage or image in a compact body, because as we all know, everyone is going compact now. So if you want to kit it up, you get yourself a cage and kit it up. But most people, most content creators want something simple that in fact this could possibly even fit in my side pocket. And as you see, it is gone. That is the whole purpose of it. But if you look at this, when it has a grip like this and you try and fit that in, it becomes bulky on the side, as you can see. So I believe the purpose of it being so narrow and slender is just so that it's easier to carry around, put on a small 40mm lens, and you're ready to shoot red R3D raw on this camera. I am looking forward to doing a full review. As usual, I will not jump straight into a review. I want to use it properly and then get to know it properly before I actually give you my verdict. But on the onset, I would highly recommend this Nikon ZR for anyone who is looking to take their content creation to the next level. And people do say that perhaps it is an FX3 killer. I'll probably say yes, it is. Once you slap on this grip, it does a whole lot more than FX3. But I'll just leave it here and I'll catch you again on the next full review of the Nikon ZR. Stay tuned and I'll catch you next one. Peace.